people in your life that has kind of inspired you? Because I honestly, you seem like a very faith-based or spirit-led person in some ways. So I just wonder if there's more to all of that in terms of how you have felt inspired.
I mean, listen, like we all have a lot of muses, like people
True.
that come into your life. Like I have so many that came in and helped. Like it's probably a
Mhm.
long book I can write. Like, but the
Maybe
few
you
people that
should.
did help,
I was gonna say it'll be in your memoir. Make a note.
it's in, yeah, it's in there. The few people that I can say though was Pastor Kareem Hickman. That was my youth pastor. He helped a lot. Being there,
In
stepped in.
Chicago?
Yeah, he's
In
in
Chicago?
Chicago, but
Okay.
he lived in Youngstown first,
Oh,
and then
wow.
I mean I met him in Youngstown first. He came here from ministry, and then he went to California. Then he went back to his home state, Chicago. So when we reconnected, that helped me like have a spiritual mentor, just in the house and presence. He helped a lot. My mom was very instrumental. She always taught me to be diversified. So like you want to be very skill set in many aspects. So that's why you probably see me do, water. Uh,
Wait, what do you mean by water?
well, I have my own water.
Well, wait, who we
Tell
don't
us
know
more.
this.
Oh, it's like alkaline artesian water.
Oh, so part of your company, you guys also have water.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm on.
tell our audience about that.
Okay.
Where
What's
can
that
we
all
buy
about?
it? How'd you create it? What's it all about? Tell us the things, man.
Okay.
Don't hold back.
I mean, clearly your business like comprises a lot of different health and fitness aspects of
Yes.
things, but now, water is actually a huge part of this. So what's up with the water?
Well, well, like I was saying, my mom. I'm gonna get to the water.
We're
I'm
coming
Okay.
gonna get there.
back
I'm
to
gonna
it.
get there.
We
I'm
gotta talk
coming
to
back.
we gotta talk about mama first. I
My
respect
mom,
this.
my lady. I gotta put her up there. You know what I'm saying?
Fair,
So my
fair.
mom is the one that really taught me like how to like think bigger, be bigger. When I was in eighth, no, when I was in sixth, seventh, no, after my sixth grade year, you guys heard of AAU? AAU sports like basketball. They play like
Yes.
traveling basketball, stuff like
Yes.
that. Sports. It's a big organization that is very huge in the sports world, and like a lot of players, like LeBron James did it. Like a lot of NBA players went through the system. So I was playing AAU at this team that wasn't that good, not too far. And then a coach scouted me from Cleveland after we played him. He hit my mom up saying, "Hey, we want Ben to come play for our team in Cleveland." And at first I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I want to play with my homies," like that. My mom was like, "No, we going to Cleveland," which is Cleveland's like an hour and a half away, hour 15, hour 30. So I had to like sacrifice friendship and school like at the time to go
Yeah.
play better basketball. So I'm just saying my mom always was telling me like to do more, be around better competition so you can rise your game up. It's just like
Go
you ladies.
big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you ladies like being around a what do you call OG for ladies?
An OG.
OG.
I didn't know y'all had like a different name. Y'all have a different name?
No.
so.
What? No.
Someone
OG
gotta come up
works.
with a name. Someone gotta come up with a name for ladies
Why
that
does it
get
have to be different?
well, no, it's just OG, just
Boss bitch. What do you want?
That one
might
works.
be good. But some lady that has wisdom, like like it's something like a woman with wisdom and like
I mean,
spiritual.
mentors and
All
I
right,
don't
we'll
know.
work on this. We're gonna tab it
Next,
and come
we'll
back
work on
to
it.
it.
You gotta get to that. Y'all ladies gotta
I'm
come
gonna
up with a
table
name.
that. I'll
Y'all
come
gotta
back to
up with
you.
a name.
It's on the to-do
Trademark
list.
it. Trademark it.
Done.
I might give you some game here. All right. Give you some game. Okay. Anyway, back to the water. The water I created 4 years ago. And the water wasn't that good. and my people tell me that it don't taste good, it ain't good. I'm not gonna just
Yeah.
put it out. So I was like kind of like, all right, I get back to it later. like one of those.
So you
And then
tabled it and came back.
I came back to it. So I didn't mess with it until like what years is it now? 21, 22.
22.
22?
We're in 22.
So
I
I
know
started
time doesn't exist.
I started dibbling and dabbling into it around like 2020, like starting to get back into it. And then like 2021, that January, I made, I was like, okay, it's time. And I did that. I, ordered our first shipment. The team I'm with, we are all on one page. We have a great team. It's sourced right in Virginia. So it's American based, so we support American companies as well. And we're supporting like our own infrastructure here. So I
Yeah,
love that. And
love that.
we're in like probably like 7 to 10 stores like consistently that make, that we're working
Mhm.
with right now. We're working on getting distribution down where you two live at. You live in both North Carolina,
North Carolina and Massachusetts.
Mhm.
Massachusetts. Okay, we're gonna get
Yep.
them. I'm trying to get there. We getting there.
All right,
Come
that's
on down, friend.
okay. That's all right. But so
So,
I think another part of this though is just like the value of water and fitness. Like I
Yes.
think what I want to do is like make the connection here around that because something else our listeners don't know about you is that you're actually a PhD student. So and a certified yoga instructor. Like I want you to talk a little bit about like you're being a little bit humble in some areas and I sort of want to poke at you to share like what you're learning, what's it all about, and to share about that connection and the value of why water is important and everything that you're studying and doing.
you want to drink high alkalinity water because one, it promotes better blood circulation in your body, and it promotes better well-being for you, and it's just better for your body and your body temple. You want to eat high nutritional food so you can receive insights and receive the gifts from God, and you're able to take the inspiration you get from the spiritual aspect into your body temple. So drinking high alkalinity water helps with removing toxins, clearing the blood system, drinking something that's like it's natural. You drink coffee and all
Absolutely.
that stuff is sodium. It's a lot of sodium. It's a lot of sugar. And I'm
Hmm.
not saying nothing wrong. They just created something that's in their lane. But you want to drink things that are naturally like type of
Absolutely.
products and services. And my master's degree is in exercise science, and that's where I got the love for like knowing the science and knowing intricacies of how the body works, how the muscles and all that different stuff like that. And then just I would say I'm veganish. I'm almost I'm almost there.
All
It's just
right.
little things I gotta clean up. I would say I'm like 80 to 90% vegan based or plant-based person now. And
What
once I
sent you off on that journey? I'm going to
oh
pause you
man,
for a second. Like what spun that off for you?
uh studying high-minded people, studying Michael Bernard Beckwith. I'm not sure if you know who that is, spiritual guy from LA. He was in the movie The Secret.
Yep.
And he really talks about, eating right, eating clean, eating, healthier for the environment, for the animals
Hmm.
and stuff like that. So I really like started to study what these people do. And once I made that switch, I noticed that my body was performing even better than when I was younger. You know what I mean? So
Wow.
So I bring that up because there's this idea, and it's one that I've come up against several times in the last few years on my own journey, that athletes have to eat meat in order to be strong. And in order to build muscle, you have to be consuming animal byproducts. And like that's a myth and it's been busted and people just haven't caught up yet. So I'm grateful that you're sharing that, like that has been part of your journey as well, because I think we need to see more of different lifestyles and different eating styles to normalize that it's not all one path for every single person. And
Hmm.
I think that it's a very important part of your journey, and I'm glad you brought it up.
yeah. And like you said, I'm glad you even, were receptive to that. Because a lot of people think when I say like plant-based or they get kind of offended, if you don't, no, not you, but
Do you, boo?
Yeah.
no. And I'm not saying don't eat, you got to eat meat like it's like a side dish, like it's like a side serving,
It's not a staple. Mhm.
Yeah.
you know what I
Well,
mean?
also, I think another part of the conversation is, again, when we talk about the mind-body connection, is think about serotonin in our brain.
Mhm.
We talk about serotonin and neurotransmitters as if it's always going on in our brain, but at its core, serotonin is what helps us with our mood and, helps alleviate depression and stuff like that. But it's actually all, I mean, I say all, but predominantly made in our gut.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
serotonin for our mood is stored in our gut health. So this is why what we eat matters on a mind, body, soul level because it all comes full circle.
exactly. And that's why I'm very in tune with the body now. So that's why I wanted to become, that type of lifestyle. And it's not a movement because movement comes and goes. Like I
Yep.
want things that are embodied, that's embodied
A
in my lifestyle.
lifestyle.
So now that translated to me when I started training with yoga, that really opened up. Like, I love weights, and I'm never going to not stop lift. Okay, I lift once in a while now. It's like eating meat for me now.
Okay.
Once I
Really?
started doing, yes, once I started doing yoga, oh my Lord, did I just
Wow.
feel so much better? No, like, I'm not making this stuff up. Like,
I believe you.
you feel so much more like energy, more connected, more
Yeah.
more receptive. You can hear, like, it's just, it enhances like little things that I didn't like think I
Mhm.
would, like, I had yoga this morning, and my mentor, or OG woman, uh who taught, Marianne, oh my God, she's a phenomenal yoga instructor.